السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. قال الله تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد. All the praises and thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sustainer of the universe, and blessing and salutation to be the most distinguished of the messengers and foremost among all prophets, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have peace and blessing on him, on his wife, children and companions. Amen. So today, I'm here, but I'm going to inshallah talk on some important things which just recently happened, because it would be unjustified if we don't talk about those. Because these are part of our life nowadays. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين. It was very tragic what we have seen or experienced. What happened in New Zealand, and it's happening all over the world in different shape and form. And what should be our response as a Muslims? I know today we have seen there are police officers outside, but how long they're going to stay there out there? And it can be any religious worshiping place. It can be any Christian church. It could be synagogue, it could be Muslim, Islamic center, masajid, musalla, whatnot. It can happen anywhere. So what is the reflection for us? First of all, take every moment is your last moment. So live in presence. Don't live in past. Don't live in future. And sometimes you may have heard, with the changing landscape, we all are talking. When you send your little kid to school, what is the feeling of the parents? You don't know if you're going to see your kids back home. It happened. We have seen those incidents repeated again and again and again. There are sick-minded people anywhere in the world. There are oppressions everywhere in the world. So unfortunately, those brothers and sisters who got caught up in this incident, and they lost their job, they lost their life on this. For sure, if someone struck those kind of calamity, for them is darjah is, they are shaheed. It's a darjah of shahada, for example. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless those souls who departed from us, brothers and sisters. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring ease of the family, the one who lost. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us, anywhere in the world, Muslimin, and at the same time you have to pray for the others as well. So, because these incidents can happen anywhere. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect overall as a humanity as well. And let everyone live in a peaceful means, a peaceful life. Let's not be aggressor. Let's not be oppressor. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect from us from all of those. Because we have seen in the history again and again and again, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives someone some authority, they either live really, really peaceful, we have seen in the history, or they become an aggressor or oppressor as well, in some case, shape and form. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if give anyone any authority, it brings the responsibility along with that as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring ease on that whole community, because they are all traumatized right from what's going on. And this is one of the community got stuck this way, but they're a rich part of the world, they are traumatized in a whole different way. You cannot fathom the gravity, the problem, the trouble they are going through. Look at this, Yemen, Palestine, Kashmir, Iraq, Iran, I mean, you name it, anywhere in the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring ease on all of them, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, إِنِّي جَزَيْتُهُمُ الْيَوْمَ بِمَا صَبَرُوا أَنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْفَائِزُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I have rewarded them today in return for their steadfastness by making them the winner. So those brothers and sisters who departed from us, even though it looks like by face of it, like they pass away in a gruesome means or in a very tragic incident, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept them, inshallah, and reward them the greatest of the hereafter, inshallah, and grant them, inshallah, Jannah Firdaus as well. Because that's what we say, this dunya, this world is so fragile. We don't know what's going to happen next moment. Not necessarily that tragedy, it could be any tragedy. Like I just given you an analogy, this whole land can give up right now, where we're sitting. That could be calamity from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ. I've said this one in the past as well. When people were talking about what the hope is, I don't have to explain today. Communities across the world, they are traumatized. But the one who went through that's a whole different level. Right? The one who has not experienced, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us, but the one who has not seen that one, they are traumatized in a whole different way. It can happen anywhere. So there are fanatics anywhere in the world, and even though they align themselves with some religion, but in reality, they don't belong to any religion. Because if they believe in religion, they will not go to that aggression. But at the end of the day, all religions talk about live in harmony. Yes, there are components of that when it talks about jihad, aggression, or go and fight, whatnot, but all religion has some merits on that. Especially Islam goes up to extent. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, take the example of Rasulullah, when he says, even do Fatah Makkah, take the example of that. One of the worst you can say battle, it could happen. But what happened? No bloodshed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the hope in the hearts of the people of the Meccan, and same time Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised his own Sahaba Karam and the companions, don't do the injustice. If someone seek the protection from you, they are protected. Don't do the bloodshed. So these aggressions sometimes provoke someone to think some negativity too. It can go from anywhere. So as it goes, it says, if you see something, say something. So we should be helper to each other. It can come from any community. It can come from anyone. Sometimes people, they see these all visuals, whatnot, and they become, agitated. They say, okay, well, something is wrong. So don't do that. This is the tartib of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Someone met that one. Yes, obviously we need to be vigilant. I'm not saying don't be vigilant. But the same token is another very ironic matter that Muslims, majority of the masajid, majority of the Muslim communities anywhere in the world, they are the most protected and least protected. Let me explain what it means. Most protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and least protected, they least carry guns or whatever comes in the masajid and do the salah or whatnot. They're the least protected in that sense. But most protected because they have the strongest of the faith, strongest of the iman. We come and we say, hey, inshallah, if something happens, if this is not my time, I'm not going to go. But if it's my time, no one can protect. Same thing, provisions. If it's not destined for you, it's not going to come to you. Doesn't matter. You have $1 million in front of you. If it's not destined for you, trust me, you cannot even touch that. But if there's a penny for you, there's a khair for you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you. And as it comes in one of the hadiths, more or less mafhum is that whatever risk is destined for you, you will not leave this dunya without getting that risk. We should have a strongest of iman on that one. We should have a strongest iman that these incidents actually bring us even closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are jewels for us. Some people think, okay, I'll spend it, and inshallah, when I will grow or I will be at a certain age, then I'll be more noble, I'll do all the noble cause, and I'll grow my beard, I'll do the salah, and this and that. These are the reminders, constant reminders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It says it can happen to anyone. And don't call those people, if you don't have an understanding, don't call those people they are dead or whatnot. If you don't have understanding, this is the adarja of shahada. This is another status of the shahada. Because if someone got caught up in these kind of calamity, they are shaheed. And what is the status of them with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Leave it up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we don't know, we should not comment on those people. Someone could be the worst of worst on face of this earth, but if they get, let's say, caught up in these kind of incident anywhere, guess what? We are no one to judge. Just shut your mouth. Leave it up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for ilm al-ghayb. You never know. Second thing is, how should we respond as a community? Our response should be to educate people. Instead of showing the agitation and response tit for tat, we should rather educate, says, see, we are peaceful. What happened is very unfortunate for us. Some of us lost their life, but this is a constant reminder for us. Like there is a component of hope. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ. Naqs amwal, we know that. So if you read that ayah, actually, we know there was a hope which communities are feeling it. Not just because of this incident, even before that, there are oppressions in the world, there are people getting killed, innocent people are getting killed, lives, so they have poor conditions of living, whatnot, war-torn countries, feminine, whatnot. And then it says, no, one is the money, and the part is for your jaan, for your own life. And these examples bring this all context together. It says, be ready for these all. You are not permanent here in this world. And what is the response for us? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna lillahi wa inna alayhi raji'un. We all belong to Allah, and one day everyone has to leave. What is our final destiny? That is our final destiny. And this is the faith. If we uphold this faith, inshallah, walking on the street, praying in the masajid, or anywhere, you have no fear at all. Having 2 policemen out there, I'm not negating that, that's a good appreciation. Having 50 out there or 50 million out there. If you have a strongest of iman, inshallah. If it's not your time, it's not our time, it's not going to happen. But if it's time, inshallah, that's what the destiny is. That's the iman we need to have. Yes, obviously take protection and whatnot. Obviously appreciate the leaders of the community. They're stepping up to be vigilant and do whatever they need to do. But our faith should be strong enough that we should not be afraid of. So the point is, the whole point of these all cowards are to scare everyone. It could be from any religion. They call it any religion. I call it they don't have a strong religion. They don't have. If they have a faith, they will not go that far. Even Christianity does not tell this. Judaism does not tell. You see the people when they talk about a Jew are oppressing actually in Palestine and Palestinian people, whatnot. In reality, you have your own Jews actually standing against them. They said, this is not what our teaching tells. This is Zionism, which is prevailing this one. So this is a small set of people who are trying to derail or hijack. The same thing. If someone says, you Muslim, then the people try to paintbrush every Muslim like you are part of ISIS. He said, no, please. Let us explain we are not. Let's talk to us. Have dialogue with us. We'll give you the idea. We are not. Those are one of small, tiny sect. We are billions of Muslims out there. Out of that, one tiny few thousand people are misguided, or they have their own understanding of or interpretation, or sometimes they have their own agenda to fulfill. Same thing is racism does not have any religion. in this context. If someone called them white supremacist or black this or blue or brown, whatever, it has no path. None of the religion actually, if you have the understanding of any of those faiths, the one who practice, does not. Yeah, we do have difference of opinion. We do have difference because Christianity tells about have a certain recognition. Some certain denominations differ from them as well, but some says it's a God, Isa alayhi salam, or he's a son, or so these all differences are there. But it doesn't say because of that you don't believe go and kill someone. Same thing Islam doesn't tell you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, communities were protected under the same umbrella of Islam. Yes, we are not forcing you, we are giving you the dawah. We are giving you the dawah. So in each religion they are entitled to give the dawah. We as a Muslim feel like this is our responsibility to give them the right dawah. There's a whole difference. Because we know this is the true religion. But we cannot thrust upon someone. We can educate. All our job is to educate. Then what? Hadayah comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If someone wants to believe and go with that belief, leave it up to them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who are we to judge? We know what our teaching tells us. With the destinies, what not. But at the end, no one is guaranteed Jannah. It's mentioned in the last khutbah as well. No one is guaranteed Jannah. Even Muslim, they will enter to Jannah by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just do good, promote good. And another factor what they try to, these groups and these what they try to do is, they're trying to scare people off. So okay, don't, for example, Muslims. Okay, if we do this one, guess what? There will be less presence, which I see today, by the way. I don't know if that's the cause or not, apart from that. But you never know. Scare you out of that. If you have a strongest enough iman, inshallah, you will actually rather come. If you will not come in, you'll say, no, I'll make a point, I will come actually. This is your resistance. This is your resistance to the one who is trying to share some kind of phobia. I'm not going to even label anything, okay? It's a phobia. People call it Islamophobia. I say it can be any phobia. And the most scared person and coward person, they do these kind of acts. They think like they are doing something. They are doing some justice, but it's not. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide those people misguided as well. And it can be from any side of the aisle. It can be among Muslims as well. We have misguided people ourselves too. So I'm not negating the actual concept of jihad, by the way. Okay? It will be injustice to lump everything together. There is a merit, but there is a certain condition for that all. Just try to understand what that means. Is ISIS a representation of Islam? Absolutely not. Is other groups like that, they are representation of that religion? Absolutely not. They are individual groups, misguided people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them guidance. We have seen, like, there are drug dealers, there are so many of those misguided people. When they enter to Islam, they have benefited Islam, mashallah, in a whole different way. Because this is Hadayah comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what is our most important lesson from all this tragedy? We should come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not abandon masajids. We should not abandon masajid, musallas. Rather, we should start coming in thrones. So when you start coming, you show your strength. This is a good strength. Like I just mentioned, it's very ironic. People think like, they just label from one set of eyes, they look at whole ISIS, what they are doing, holding the guns and this and that, and they're doing the reception. They think like all Muslims are holding the guns and they have bombs attached to their bodies and whatnot. Come and see that. It's ironic, It's very ironic. Like I said, the most protected and least protected communities is the Muslims. Most protected by the faith, strongest of the faith, alhamdulillah. If we have, this is the most protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The least protected, I'm generalizing, but I think I'm more close. I think more than 95%, I would say, even in America even, more than 90 to 95% Muslims don't even own a single gun. You understand this concept probably. 90-95%. It's means they are peaceful living people. And they're entitled actually. They have the rights, equal rights, right? But they don't, because we don't feel this way. Yeah, someone has hunting, habits, whatnot, they go for hunting and whatnot, and they like any other person. I'm not saying don't do it, but what I'm saying is, this is the reality. The least protected in that sense. But we have the strongest of faith, inshallah. we come. If it's not our time, it's not going to happen. But let's not be fearful and let's not abandon these things. Let's not go away from a side to the other. We should show more of a strength. And inshallah, these are the things, these are the events. See, the more you try, or more these people, or supremacists, whatever you call it, that group, the one there, we are hearing that he is from one of those, or whatever the groups they are. They try to suppress Islam. The most beauty is coming right of these incidents actually. 9/11 happened. Guess what? More people started looking into what this Deen al-Islam is actually. You didn't give the dawah. We didn't give the dawah probably to some, but they start looking into. This is the tartib. Allah said, go look. By that one incident, more of the people are converting, or I would say reverting to Islam. Alhamdulillah. You never know. The more you try to suppress, the more it's going to come the good out of it, and bad will go really down in the earth somewhere. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all communities anywhere in the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring ease on Muslim ummah. Overall Muslim ummah is in anarchy in a way. And if you study Islam, if you look into the context of history and what Din al-Islam says, what Rasulullah hadith and all those tells you there will be a time you will be in majority, but you will be like what? Fluff on the surface of the wave. And this is one of those times. We are in billions, right? Guess what? If you say how much strength we have, how much vocal power we have, probably close to none. And whole world will be in anarchy. This is what the signs of Yawm al-Qiyamah. And as people are talking more on those, we are very much, overall as a humanity, we are very fastly we're going towards the Yawm al-Qiyamah. And these are the signs. People will be desperate, looking for some help and whatnot. These are building up all those things. More calamities come. As it comes in the more or less narration, that it will be like you holding the tasbih with your hand, and it will like if you break that one and your each one of those pieces starts dropping, one drops and the second one chases down that way. This is how fast calamity will start coming and struck the humanity overall. And we have seen once something tsunami comes up, you say okay, the whole world dead with tsunami. All of a sudden, some earthquake comes up, another something. These kind of incidents, some other war thresh upon someone, or someone gets involved in whatnot. So these are all anarchies building up. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and keep us closer to Deen, closer to Islam. Help practice this one, and most importantly, I'm addressing to elders right here. This is your role right now, because when your little kids are looking to these incidents, they're looking up to you. Are we more safe being Muslim, or we are more unsafe being Muslim? So this is our responsibility to learn more about Deen and give them the right perspective. These are the best trials and tribulations. And we all belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When our time is not up, we're not going to go anywhere, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, bring ease on all of that community, and inshallah bring ease and protect all of this community and all communities, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.